Murder mystery, where every clue counts and every twist surprises. Welcome back, mystery lovers. Today, we're diving into a haunting tale from a quiet coastal town, where secrets are buried beneath the waves, and a song could be your last lullaby. This is the Siren's Secret. Chapter 1, The Melody of Death. Port Wraith was the kind of town where nothing ever changed, until the bodies began washing ashore. All men. All with the same expression of eerie calm on their faces. The coroner had no answers. The only clue? Each victim had wet sand in their ears. And no signs of a struggle. Whispers started in the local taverns. About her. The Siren. A sea spirit said to sing from the cliffs on foggy nights. A legend, they claimed. Until now. Chapter 2, Enter Detective Mara Voss. Mara Voss had never believed in fairy tales. Born deaf after a childhood illness, she'd learned to read the world differently, through patterns, body language, and vibrations most people never noticed. She arrived in Port Wraith not with a badge, but a reputation. Known for solving the unsolvable, Mara had a file filled with cold cases no one else dared touch. This one, though, was different. Very different. She started with the last victim, a fisherman named Elias Grant. His journal mentioned the song before his final trip to sea. Mara couldn't hear it, but she could feel the fear behind his words. Chapter 3, The Lighthouse Keeper's Warning. Mara's investigation led her to the town's old lighthouse, where an elderly keeper named Jonah lived alone. He claimed he'd heard the melody once. Decades ago. She calls to the lonely ones, he said, eyes glassy. If your heart is empty, she fills it with her voice. Then takes you under. He showed Mara an old map, marked with symbols and notes in another language. But what caught her attention was a scribbled warning, only the silence will survive her song. Chapter 4, Beneath the Waves. Using the clues from the map, Mara and a local diver named Sam descended into a sea cave said to be the Siren's resting place. The cave walls were etched with ancient runes and murals of a woman with flowing hair, reaching out to drowning men. In the deepest chamber, they found it, an altar with a seashell embedded in stone. As Sam touched it, the water began to tremble. He clutched his head, screaming, as if something pierced his mind. Mara couldn't hear it, but she felt it. The vibration ran through the walls, humming with energy. She yanked Sam away, barely escaping as the cave collapsed behind them. Chapter 5, The Truth Surfaces. Back in town, Sam recovered, but couldn't speak of what he'd heard. Only one word made it through his shaking lips: home. Mara pieced together the truth. The Siren wasn't just a myth, she was real, bound to the sea cave centuries ago by villagers who feared her power. The melody wasn't random, it was a psychic call, targeting minds filled with sorrow and longing. But Mara's silence, her true silence, made her immune. Chapter 6, A Voice in the Deep. That night, Mara returned alone to the cliffs where the legend said the Siren once sang. The moon was high. The fog was thick. And the air was still. She stood at the edge, watching the waves. And for the first time, she felt a presence, a sadness pressing against her like a cold wind. She didn't need to hear the Siren's voice to understand her pain. She signed into the night. You are not alone. The air shifted. The tide pulled back. And then, silence. Epilogue, the last song. No more bodies washed ashore after that. The townsfolk say the Siren has vanished. Some believe Mara banished her. Others think she finally found peace through someone who listened without needing to hear. Detective Mara Voss left Port Wraith soon after. Another mystery solved. But if you visit the cliffs on a quiet night, you might see her standing there, watching the waves. If you enjoyed the Siren's Secret, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more chilling mysteries. Until next time, keep questioning the shadows. And trust the silence.